Hey guys, it's Ducklene. Welcome back to my channel. Grab a drink, get cozy, and let's get into today's video. Today I am going to be working on a challenge, a reading challenge, and also updating all of the other challenges in my journal. So I'm doing the summer reading challenge, and it's basically, it's not summer in South Africa, but it's summer in the Northern Hemisphere, which is where the authors of these books are from. And basically, it's reading one book a week for 8 weeks over the summer. And every week we also get to talk in like chat groups with other people in the challenge as well as the authors themselves, which is really cool. There's also been Q&A live streams, but those are usually at 10 p.m. on a Sunday night, my time. So I haven't been able to attend them because I go to work on Mondays and I just usually am asleep by that time. So unfortunately I haven't actually attended any of those, which is sad because it's a really cool opportunity. But you know, here we are. I'm just wondering how to do this. I think I'm gonna cut this off so that there's space, otherwise it's too big, it doesn't fit. So it's really cute. They did this like little map. So we start off on week 1 with The Road of Bones by Demi Winters, and she's also the main host of the event, I believe. It's on her website. And then week 2 is Tortured Souls by Melissa K. I don't want to mispronounce her name. I think it's like Rurich. Maybe I don't know how to pronounce it. Then week 3 is We Who Will Die by Stacia Stark. And then week 4 is The Ever King by L.J. Andrews, and that's where I'm at right now. I'm currently starting week 4 right now. This started, so it's basically a July and August challenge. And I don't think I was really planning to add it to my journal, but then I was like, that'll be fun. So now it's like I'm still going to set up my July spread, and because it's almost the end of July, and then I will also set up my August spread. And then this is kind of like a perfect intro to July and August, you know. This is very cute, but I don't know where it's gonna live. I don't feel like there's space for it. Maybe I'll do it like down below. Anyways, and then the other weeks is Smoke and Scar, Kissed by the Gods, This Monster of Mine, and Between Tides and Thunder. And I'm very excited for all of those. So far it's been really interesting. I haven't read any of these authors, and the books have been very different and really fun. Like, I'm surprised that I haven't heard much talk about it. I think the only one I've really heard of is Between Tides and Thunder, but other than that I haven't really read about the others or heard about them. So this is very exciting for me. It's been really fun to connect with everybody online. Yeah, I've been having a blast, to be honest. And yeah, it's just deciding here. I think I'm gonna do this. Then I think this can go upper. We can do that. And we can do something like that. What do you think? Then I've also printed out, so this is like a stamp for all the 8 weeks, and I've printed out like what the best I could do to get like this shape on Canva, and I printed out so that I can stick these little guys as soon as I finish them, which I know I have finished some, but I'll stick that in when I do my July and August spreads and stuff. But anyways, enough yapping. Let me quickly glue these in, and then yeah. What I really love about this challenge is like how diverse all of the fantasies are, because well, so far these have all been fantasies. I assume they all will be, or will continue to be, but they've all been so diverse so far, and I think they'll just continue to be that way. And I feel like each like little image kind of gives you a hint as to what you can sort of like what vibes you can expect, you know, from each one. And I really like that a lot. I think yeah, it makes it like, because you're reading these back to back every week, it makes it more diverse, and just like it's not like, oh shit, you know, now you're reading the same thing over and over again, or like, you know, that can happen. But in this case, it's not the way at all. These are all very unique, very different. They've been very unexpected, and honestly, some of them are even parts of series, and I'm like, oh my god, now how can I stop with the first book and then have to move on to a different book when I can't continue the series? But anyways, I think that's it for now. I don't know if I'm going to be sprucing up the pages here. I don't think I'm in the mood for that, so I'll do that maybe another day. And then we're gonna be updating the other challenges that are sort of my yearly spread challenges. Let's just fix this. 1 second. This glue is so shit. I'm like, next time I'm definitely gonna just stick to Prit, the OG in this country. Prit glue. This fucking, what is this, Bostik? Bostik's usually good, no? But I don't know. Maybe it's because of this. I was like, oh, I'm being eco-friendly, bio-based formula. It doesn't work very well. So, you know, here we are. Yes, and then I will be setting up July when I do my July video, my July wrap up. So you guys, so you've seen I've already updated like this section, but I have to update my Hall of Fame. God, look how chunky this thing is. Chunky bitch. Just gotta pin her down a little bit if I can. She's so thick. Like, I don't want to damage these pages, you know. There we go, best I can do for now. Hello? Here it is. Okay, so what I have done is I've already printed out my books, and I've kind of written on the back, otherwise I'll get lost in like all of the millions of books, little mini book covers I have. So I printed out my Hall of Fame. These are all my 5-star reads so far. This is up till June. Yes, I wanted to have frames for these, but now I'm like, should I just draw them out afterwards? Let's see. So let's just do some things. These guys should sort of be together, I feel like. I'll do maybe that. Maybe I'll just spread them out. But I don't want to like not have enough space for everybody by the end of the year. But I think I will. Like, this is what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and that's like mid-year. So yeah, I think there'll be enough if we continue with the theme of 7 for the remainder of the year. You guys let me know if I should put frames. I'm actually thinking right now. Thinking I have these papers like this color paper. I should do like blue, like maybe a mix of blue and green frames, just to match the colors of the behind. Let's test the theory. Yeah, we just wing it around here, guys. It's not like, who needs science, says the one who studied science. But anyway, who needs science? I don't think it really helps to have the border. Look, I know it's skew. Maybe I do need science. I cannot tell if that's what I want. I was gonna just paint around it. Maybe I should just paint around them. Yeah. Look, she's so chunky. Let's just glue her in, and we can always paint some. think I might do, I don't know what color, maybe yellow paper. Yellow paper. So this is what happens when I don't plan things out fully. Maybe yellow would have been good. You know what, whatever. It's fine. We'll just wing it. I'm just gonna glue them in for now and then we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out later. This is always how it goes. I know I've been doing like filming, because usually when I film, I am watching like other YouTube creators. I'm watching their videos while I'm filming, because then I can listen and like see what they're talking about, and like it feels like I'm not so alone. And yeah, then I can just like zone out and like listen and watch and do this. But now I decided, let me try to actually talk to you guys while I do it. And now you can just see how chaotic things are. Was this correct? Why does it feel like this is a huge gap here now? Whatever. What ifs? Let's just continue on. But I'm curious to know, what was your favorite read of the first half of the year so far? What are your like top 5 stars so far? Yeah, and are you doing the summer reading challenge as well? If so, let me know and let's connect and chat about the books. We can see each other on the socials, on the Discords or the Facebook groups or wherever it is. All of the authors have like different places that they like to gather their communities. So yeah, then we can like chat over there and I can see how you guys feel about the books. Or you can just let me know here in the comments, like, what did you think about them? No spoilers, obviously. I feel like it should be a spoiler-free zone. I try my best not to give spoilers, but I also, sometimes I'm like, what is a spoiler? Like, what? Like, I guess it's like if it's a big part of the plot, right? Okay, cute. I think for now I'm not going to have any frames because it's already so busy. It's such a busy, I thought it'd be like, you know, like a wallpaper, like a background, like a wallpaper. And now I'm like, that's why I thought about frames. So look like a wall with frames. It's a wall of fame, you know. We'll get there. Yeah, maybe I'll do it later. Let's see. All right. Yes. Now we're gonna do finally the book of the month. Yes. Okay. So this took a lot of debating on my part, because I'm like, firstly, picking a book of the month is so hard. I know I wrote Heated Rivalry here, but then I was like, dude, I don't know what I was thinking, but I did not rate Heated Rivalry that high. It wasn't a 5-star. So like, how could that be my Jan book of the month? But it did stand out to me, like it was like very impactful. But anyway, I'm mostly going with the highest rated books. I felt like that makes the most sense. And then yeah. So for January, it is On Wings of Blood. That was my only 5-star in Jan. I think there might have been others, but I'm not counting rereads in my book of the months, which you'll find out now in February, because like in February, all of my 5-star reads were freaking rereads, and I struggled. Like February, the second highest rating, which was a 4-star, was Bonds That Burn, which is like the sequel to Wings of Blood. But then I was like, I don't know, I had a really fun time with this Bridesmaid for Hire, even though it was only a 3-star read, because it's just like a fun time. And like fun time, like not like, you know, it was like a rom-com, and I feel like it's just a good choice for February. And I still think about it, it was funny, it was hilarious, honestly. So yeah, that's my book of the month for Feb. Then for March, I think I also had a bunch of like rereads, but I'm going with the most impactful read, which was The Poppy War. Damn, this book was brutal. Very good though, very good, obviously. April book of the month, oh yeah, Quicksilver. I mean, as soon as I read this book, it was like, I loved it so much. I loved it so much. So yeah, like, I think we all saw that coming, because yeah, I love this book. Then May, book of the month. I feel like April, May and June were like very strong book of the month contenders. I don't know, like these are gonna be probably the ones that win on the yearly, you know, what do you call it, when they go head to head, whatever. We'll do it next and then we'll know. But anyway, Nightshade was my May book of the month. I loved it so much. Oh, the MMC, the way he cared for the FMC, it was just beautiful. I loved it. And then of course June, I feel like I never shut up about this book, The Ember That Tethers. Oh, this was an ARC read and I'm so freaking grateful. The book just came out, by the way. Definitely I suggest reading it. This is a sequel, so you have to read the Spark That Ignites and then The Ember That Tethers. Beautiful, absolutely fantastic romantasy. So good, so much mystery, very good. So yeah, these are my books of the month. Yay! It's so nice when it actually starts to fill out. I've been avoiding these pages because I was like, I didn't print more books. I only printed enough for like each monthly spread. It's called the book brackets and the book matrix, you guys. That's what it's called. Shit, I should have written this down. Hold on. I mean, I have it elsewhere, but like not right here in front of my face. Let me just scribble it here. Cool. Now we can write them down. So January is, I'm gonna try and write it nicely now. Did I write it in pink? I think I'm gonna write it in pink. How cute. Just to match. On Wings of Blood. Bravery. Brides Made for Hire. March. The Poppy War. Quicksilver. April. Oh no, this is like actually not fair at all. I just told you guys that April, May and June are like my faves, and now I see that I've set it up not to be January versus Feb, but January versus April, Feb versus... No guys, oh shame. The Ember That Tethers. Maybe I'll do like these in pink and then these in black and then pink, black, pink. Yeah, there we go. Fun times. Okay, so now I've already spoiled the outcomes here. Sorry. Quicksilver is the winner for... Oh shit, and I have to do these three. Oh no. Okay, Quicksilver is the winner for Jan versus April. Feb versus May. Sorry, but Nightshade is the winner. I was thinking here's like the first half of the year and the second half of the year, and then they'll go head to head. And then of course between March and June it's The Ember That Tethers. Now between these three, guys, I'm not even gonna lie to you. These are like three of my top favorite books of the whole damn year. Literally, like, it's not even a joke. Let's do this one and then we'll decide from there, okay? So my plan here is to write this here. So I'm writing the name of the, and I'll also alternate here so that it's nice. Then, okay, cool. So now it's Jan versus Feb. Jan versus Feb, I think Jan wins. I see why they say ABCD, because now what if you do Jan versus June? What the fuck? J and J. Oh, fuck. Whatever. In this case, we'll know. Then what is this? Jan versus the Poppy War. I'm gonna say the Poppy War wins. And Bridesmaid for Hire versus the Poppy... Sorry, the Poppy War wins. Then On Wings of Blood versus Quicksilver. You see, guys, this is actually just not even fair at all, because what do you think is going to even happen here? I think it's just going to be, they're all just fucking April, isn't it? But now, Nightshade. Okay, so it's got, oh, guys, I don't know. Okay, so I'm going to say here, okay, so we'll just go J1, M1, A1, M2, J2, J3, A2. The rest are fine. Okay, cool. Now, Nightshade is definitely beating On Wings of Blood. Oh, it's the same too. It's beating Bridesmaid for Hire. It's beating Poppy War. But I think that Quicksilver is beating Nightshade. The Ember That Tethers. I'm so sorry, it's going to destroy everyone here. It's going to destroy everyone. Yeah, that's brutal. Okay, fine. I think it's fair to say that the Ember That Tethers is the one that wins. I was gonna just say that straight up, but I wanted to see. Oh no. I feel like usually it's a bit more like, oh, in between. I don't know what it is about this book, but it was insane. It was just, I don't know, I just fell in love with it so quickly. But anyway, here we go. Now, on to the next. This is done. This is done. This is done. I did all this in my previous video, you guys. So if you want to see that, you can check it out. I stopped here in March because it's like so much work. But that's not today's problem. A to Z, I do have to do this, but that's like writing. So I'm going to do that last, I think. For now, let's go ahead with Read the Rainbow, because I have some. I have pink for Phoebe Berman's Gonna Lose It. So can you guys tell me, what do you think? So for blue, I'm struggling. I have a lot of blue books, so it's fine. Like, just like I have a lot of pink books, I decided to take books that I'm not using for too many other prompts and use them, the ones that have like, aren't really being used will come here. This looks so bland against this bright pink, but anyway. So The Cruel Winter with You, tell me if you guys think that it's like a border. You see these like little lights. I have to read a book with a border for one of, I think it's like the Buzzword challenge, and I don't know if this will count as having a border because no other books do. So if that's the case, then maybe I'll want to do Funny Story here and A Cruel Winter with You for the border. That's kind of what I'm thinking. The only orange book that I've read so far has been Great Big Beautiful Life, because I don't know, there's not many orange books, I guess. I don't know, not that I've read this year. God of the Woods will be my green. Gothicana will be my black. It's like the blackest book. I have it even as a black rose on it. Poppy War is white, beautiful. And Thorn Queen will be my purple. What? I have a red. I had a red. It was, isn't it supposed to be on Wings of Blood? That's like red. Whatever, I didn't print an extra one, so that's not today's problem, I guess. We'll deal with that next time. Maybe I'll read a different red book, because I think On Wings of Blood also is like being used in many different places, and it's like we should just chill using the same books everywhere. That's not fun. Gotta give everybody a chance. Well, as many as we can, I suppose. No. This was a fun little duology, the Thorn Queen. It's the Thorn... What the fuck is it called? I can't remember right now. The Rose Bargain and the Thorn Queen. There we go. I was like, what? God of the Woods was very interesting. It was a book club read. Phoebe Berman's Gonna Lose It was very cute. Like, it's so good. Like, it dealt with, like, anxiety and, like, being a virgin in your 30s and, like, you know, anxiety around intimacy and people and stuff. It was very cute. A Great Big Beautiful Life was nice. The story was cool, but I think it just dragged on too long, and then I just became disinterested in like the couple, because it mostly focused on a different person, like a third person, that they were writing a story about. But anyway, A Funny Story I think it was cute. Emily Henry books are always like a fun time. Gothicana, I don't know. It was like a dark academia, like a mystery thing. I don't know, I saw somebody read it and I was like, cool, I'm in those vibes. Like, I've been reading a bunch of dark academia, let me try it. And it was just okay in my opinion. And The Poppy War, as I mentioned, was really fantastic. So thought-provoking, so intense, so relevant to our current world. And I think just always as humans, like, this is just the state of our lives. We always have greed and war, and it's depressing anyways. Yes, now we have the Buzzword cover and title challenges. These are fun, and they're also quite tricky if you're not like looking for something. But here we go. So I'm just gonna go based on what my stack says. So I've got Me and My, which is part of the title, and we're doing My Dreadful Darling. Boom. My Dreadful Darling, perfect. Then we have ordinal numbers, which is like first, second, third, nth, whatever. And we have First Time Caller. This was so cute. It was such a fun little read. It's always so tricky if you read like so many good books in one month that like only like a couple of them will like come out to like be the top, you know, and it's not that many that can like see the limelight. Well, I like this one, it was very cute. Then having metallic, see here's the border one, so you guys let me know if A Cruel Winter with You can fit, or if it's like I think it's not really a border, so I don't think it's fair to use it, but it's kind of a border. So anyway, this has got a metallic element and it's Quicksilver. Like, he literally, where's my book, if you see here, it's literally like the text is silver and he's like crying these like silver tears, and it's literally metallic. So yeah. Then we have the Buzzword challenge, This or That, and for that we have This Woven Kingdom. This was also such an interesting book. Whoa, this book is way huger than my little oops. They all come out, why are they all different sizes? This should not be the case. Whatever, what can I say? Then there's one, this one, which is Damage, and they basically specified that it should be like, it looks like there was damage done to the book itself, and I chose Darling Venom because it looks like there's water damage on the actual cover of the book. Like, check it out. I can't believe these are two different sizes. It's bugging me so much. I don't know what I did. But anyway. Then we have a movement or an action, which is part of the cover. Which one here? So obviously I think these were like monthly prompts, but I cannot be forced to read something unless it's my book club, because I am a very big mood reader. So yeah. Anyway, here we go. A happy place. Look, they're jumping into the water. Very cute. Then accessories, the one right next door, is another Emily Henry. That's kind of hilarious. I didn't know they were right next to each other when I picked them. And that is Beach Read, because they're wearing hats and those are accessories. Then back to the title, we have one word title, and since Quicksilver's over here, I picked Unsteady because that's like a one word title. And I really love this book actually so much. I think about it a lot, and the playlist, oh my god, this is the first book that I listened to the playlist that was like listed in the book, and oh my god, it's so great. And the fact that she made it, the FNC made it for the MMC in the book, and you're listening to it and it's literally called, it's called like Songs for Reese's Sad Demon Brain or something like that. It's so cute. And the songs are really great. It's like, it's a lot of fun and I really like it. Then we have Wings here. Wings. And we have The Bond That Burns, because there's wings, like there's a dragon with wings on it. Then we have Parts of a House here. For that we have Under One Roof by Ali Hazelwood. I think it was like a little novella. Very cute, but like I've read no other books that have like parts of a house on it. But a roof is a part of a house, so yay. There it is. Hello. Thank you. Then we have for this one, Smoke and Fire, or Fire and Smoke on the cover. And for that we have the spark that ignites. There's literally like flames and fire, and the whole damn thing is on fire. It even looks like the words are on fire. That's very cool. And then for the last one we have, I think for this Buzzword challenge, is internal body part. Yeah, that one was tricky as well. I wanted to, the first thought was to read, oh, I can't remember the name. Well, never mind about that then. I guess I'll put it on the screen if I can remember. But anyway, for now I got a.k.a, which has got like a skull on it. This was such, guys, this book, I don't even know what to say about it. It was good. It was like, it's like a dark romance, but also like a dark academia. And if you don't like worms, I don't like worms, guys. Parasitic worms, I mean, like worms in the garden, that's fine. But parasitic worms, I don't like them. This book contains them. I did not see that on that anybody fucking mentioned. That creeped me out, but it was a very good book. Very good, very interesting. Very interesting. But like, that was super gross. So just beware. I feel like you guys deserve a proper warning for that. Then here is the romance bingos. And guys, so what I thought to do was color in the outside and stick the book title, no, the book cover on the inside, because these are like way too big to have the cover and the word, and I will forget what it was if I just stick it over it. So I think I'm going to color it in here and then have it here, the actual picture. And yeah, that's kind of the plan. So I'm going to open this up and I will color it in last. But here we have, this one is Brother's Best Friend, Twisted Love. Book covers are not correct, but whatever. It's my journal. I can do what I want. I'm not a perfectionist. I like to be messy. Clearly, as you can see, I don't have patience, guys. And if you don't have patience, you can't really be a perfectionist. Like, I want to, but I don't have the patience to be a perfectionist, actually. So, you know, it's just gonna be as good as it is, as good as it can be. This is childhood friends to lovers. And that is the rebound. This was hilarious, by the way. Catherine Walsh, she's so funny. Her books are so funny. Very funny, very fun, a fun time. And then we have The Billionaire. Where is it? Can you see it? Here. A Not So Meet Cute. She literally was looking for a rich husband and she found one. How fun. Then this, I think, maybe is in the romantasy section. Forbidden. Hello. Oh my god. You guys, just ignore me. Just ignore the mess I've made. Just ignore everything I'm doing. There we go. Anyway, Forbidden Love. And I can't tell you about the Forbidden Love in this because I feel like I'll spoil it. So yeah. It's not forbidden in the taboo sense. It's just like naughty, I suppose. Don't mind me, you guys. And then we have Fake Dating. Oh, I love the fake dating trope. It's so much fun. And it's The Deal by Al Kennedy, which I read so that I could watch off-campus series. Then I have One Horse, which I was like, I don't feel like I've ever read One Horse, or like I've never noticed. One Bed, that's a popular trope. One Horse, I was like, what the is that really a real thing? And then I read this book and it was my first One Horse that I like, you know, that I recognized to be a one horse trope, and it was The Wolf King. It was fun. It was like Outlander vibes, but like with werewolves. Then we have Faye. By the way, the summer reading challenge, for like, so I got a lot of these prompts from like other things, and I think this was from the Every Romantasy challenge. These, like, some of these at the bottom. So Vikings, Vampires, Fae, da da da. And the summer reading challenge has most of these, if not all, actually. I don't know if it's got witches, but it definitely has Vikings, vampires, and Fae, and pirates. The one I'm reading now has got pirates. It's so much fun. Yeah. I can't believe this sizing is wrong. How, I'm actually sad. I'm actually like so sad, mad with myself. Workplace romance. Just gonna overlap them, you know, like we'll just deal with it. Workplace romance, here we go. That's, oh, An Academic Affair. Oh, and a Fae. I was like just waffling so much I didn't tell you what it is. How does it feel? This is like a dark romantasy. I did not expect the ending. And like, she's a biologist and she's like looking for these moths. And anyway, that's all I'll say. But it was very interesting. Then we've got Age Gap. This, I did not really know how I felt about this book anyways. But it's an age gap, so here we are. and it's called Bittersweet Memories. Then we have a sports romance, which I've taken to be Heated Rivalry. Am I stupid? Did I never write sports romance anyway? Here it is. And then I'm going, so this I was like, the Pumpkin Spice Cafe, I'm like, is it insta love? Because it feels insta love. But then again, I don't know if I'm that sure about what insta love feels like when you read it. Or is it, I'm just going with small town romance because it is a small town romance. It gave me such Gilmore Girls vibes. I feel like the characters were like Luke and Lorelai, but like she's the one running the cafe and then he's like a farmer or something. Very cute. But yeah, just cozy read. Then vampires. Here we have The Serpents and the Wings of Night. You know what, we're just going with this mess that I'm making. Then we have Arranged Marriage. I actually really love an arranged marriage trope, but I mean it could be really bad, I guess, you know, but in this case it's not bad. It's really good. I really like this book. It's Shield of Sparrows. This book is so good, and I keep saying this book is so good, and then I haven't read the sequel, but I will eventually. Then we have Professor and Student, which is Nocticadia, the dark romance that I mentioned with the freaking worms. I just feel like it's very important for you guys to know about the worms because I did not expect them. Hello? Here. Then we have demons. What? Did I not put demons here? Did I want to cover something up with demons? Hello? What am I supposed to do with this? I don't know. Maybe then it will not be demons, but it will be knife to the throat, probably. This was a very, very good book. Anyway, let's continue. This is for dragons, and oh no, what shall we do? It is on Wings of Blood, as you may have guessed. I don't know if you did, honestly. Reluctant Allies is Quicksilver, I think. I'm not so good with tropes, guys. Like, this is what I think, but I might be wrong. So, you know, you guys just take whatever I say with a grain of salt, because, like, honestly, I don't know. I'm just, like, I'm new to the whole, like, focusing on trope things. I used to just focus on, I don't know, general story of the book, but, like, tropes are new to me, so I'm winging it. Some of them I'm like, I don't know what the hell, but some of them I know. What was I gonna do? This is Single Parent. Yeah, that's First Time Caller. Yay! I don't know if I'll ever read a cowboy romance. That does not sound like something I'm interested in, but, you know, I just added it because that's what people add on these things. So I thought, let me do it. Oh shit, I should probably color these in. Okay. So then what I'm going to do is, I thought maybe if I color them in to match book covers, that could be fun. It's not looking so good, guys. It's not looking so good. I fear I'm making a mistake with this coloring in things. But whatever, we're here. We're here now. Like I said, guys, I'm messy. I'm messy and I fear I'm losing my patience just a little bit. I feel like I should just like do this whoosh. But anyway, it's too late now. We've already committed to like coloring in the whole damn thing, so let's just do that. Yay! Now it's time for the next one. I hope this is looking good. Otherwise, I don't really know what I'm gonna do about it. So, whatever, I guess. Whatever. Unless I just take this whole thing away, like rip it off and just like leave it like this. You guys let me know what you think, because I actually don't know. I don't really think I like this. You guys let me know and then I will take it from there. Maybe I'll just add like a little sticker saying what it is supposed to be. Like, what's the trope? You know, I often have the urge to like reread a book, even though I've already read it this year or like even this month or whatever. I'm like, cool, I could reread that whole thing again. Do you guys ever feel like that? Or is it just me? Yay, okay, there you go. There, and cha-cha-cha-cha. If I fall in this breakup to save them, is that a spoiler? Because I have one for that, and I'm worried it spoils things. I think that is it. So now I'm gonna go ahead and move to the alphabet challenge. Yeah. Okay. These are authors. Okay, great. Author Kiera Azar is our A. B is BK Borison. So obviously I'm going by surname. And C is HD Carlton. Apparently I don't have any there. G is Lori Gilmore. H is Emily Henry. K is RF Kwong. L is Carrie Lake. M is Tahira Mafi. O is Janine O'Reilly. P is Devney Perry. Q is Megan Quinn. like it when there's alliteration. Here as well, Sable Sorensen for S. And then last but not least is Catherine Walsh for W. Oh my god, can I spell? That is useful. We have the titles for A. I have A Tongue So Sweet and Deadly. For B, I have Book Lovers. C, I have Cruel Winter with You. D, I have Divine Rivals. I have a spreadsheet on Excel that I just kind of like filtered A to Z based on surname of the author. I exported it from Goodreads, and yeah, that's how I did it. H, Half City. Oh, I missed something. Sorry here. F, First Time Caller, and then Great. G, Great Big Beautiful Life. Okay, then Half City. H, all the way to M, My Dreadful Darling. It's kind of shocking that I've read so many books and then yet I have so many gaps, but you know, we'll get there. N, Noctacadia. O, One Night Only. I don't want to keep writing on Wings of Blood. P, Piranesi. Q, only Q I have is Quicksilver. S, Shield of Sparrows. T, I'm not using the or anything that's got the, I don't know where best to place that, so I'm just using things that actually start with the letter. So this is Thorn Season. So yeah, unfortunately. You guys let me know how you deal with things that start with the. Do you say, like, if it's the ember that tethers, would you put it under E for ember that tethers, or would you say the T? So, you know. And then U is unsteady. Yeah, and I think we have it. Maybe we'll draw some frames around our Hall of Fame situation here. Well, guys, I don't know about this. I feel like the brown would have been fine. But anyway, here we are. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I made it worse. I don't know. There we go. That's my attempt at frames. You guys let me know what you think. Let's do a quick little flip through. You guys can get a lay of the land where we're at. Okay. So here we go. If you remember, it's 2024, 25, and 26. But it's just a quick summary of 2024 and 2025. Boom. Then we're going to 2026. This is what our bookshelf looks like so far. Our Hall of Fame. Our book of the month. Our book bracket and book matrix so far. Yeah. I'm so excited to see how all of this fills up. You know, these are our stats. Books read, pages per book, published years, our rereads, and our DNF graveyard. I might try Haunting Adeline again. These two definitely not. But let's see. Series tracker. I'm in the middle of so many series, as you can see, guys. Early share. Book passport, where I went in books. A to Z, authors and titles. Yeah. Making such good progress. These were so empty. I'm so excited to see them filling up. Read the Rainbow. Buzzword, cover page and title. Yes. If you guys have any recommendations for things that I have not yet read, let me know, that I can fill up my bingos with. Okay, this is actually kind of cute. I think I'm kind of, it's growing on me. I think the red was a mistake, but anyway, it's growing on me. Here we go. Awards, these will be done at the end of the year, and also I think this is hideous. I think it came out so ugly, but whatever, it is what it is. I still have to do my book clubs pages, but anyways. And then I have some blanks for my yearly spreads. January, in case you guys missed any of my previous ones. These are just my monthly spreads. Oh, this one is like one of my favorites. This and May. Holy shit, they're my faves. These clouds, I'm so proud. May also so pretty. Look at this. Ah, it was a busy month. My book club for May, June. And then my book club for June. Oh, I should also check this bingo, but not today. And then here we are with our summer reading challenge. Yeah. Oh. Yeah. Thanks, guys. Thanks for being here. And I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments, what do you think? What do you think I should do with like some of my spreads that I had questions about? And like tell me what you're currently reading and yeah, your favorite books so far. I'm excited to hear from you guys. And if you're doing this challenge, I want to know. Thanks, guys. I love you guys. Bye.